Hey, what's going up, bull runners? Welcome back to the channel. Glad to have you guys here today. We have another amazing video for you today. We are going to be jumping into the crypto news, talk about what is going on in the crypto sphere as a whole. Plus, we are going to be jumping into the charts. We're going to be checking out XRP. We're going to be checking out Ethereum, and we are going to be checking out Bitcoin in this video. Thank you so much for being here today. You are a genius for being here for this today. All right. And if you guys have been following along on this crazy XRP journey, we are now at the brand new candlestick. The new weekly candle has kicked off. We are in the green, as you can see, green right now. Thank goodness, because as we drop down, and remember, we did this. This was done, I don't know, 2 weeks ago. We were starting to follow this new trend line here. Well, if you break it down to the daily, we have actually broken below that trend line. That is not a good sign for us as far as XRP Army goes. Let's go ahead and recalibrate it to the daily wick down here at the bottom. So you can see we are just barely hanging on by the thread of our teeth. Now, the other thing to think about here on the weekly chart, we have not broken below the 14 exponential moving average. So we are still in weekly bullish territory. And when we turn on our market liberator indicator, we are still in the bullish call from way back in September 19th, the 2022. And it has been chugging along. Obviously had a massive pullback back down to this trend line. And then it's starting to make its way up. It has hit that first level of take profit based upon this market liberator indicator. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything. This is not a signal from the channel. This is just an indicator that we like to use here on my segment. It has hit the safe take profit. After doing so, it came back, did a retest of the 14 exponential moving average. Will it now run all the way back up to the 67 cents? Now, as you guys have been following along, if you've been here, if you're new here, that's totally fine. Feel free to subscribe. We go over crypto news. We are your crypto shortcut, crypto news, crypto charts, and we do that every single day, multiple times a day. But anyway, here on the daily chart, now with this micro correction to the wick here, you can see we are still safe, at least for the day, as long as we keep going back to the upside here. We do also have a not bullish scenario that just happened, and it's official today. The 14 exponential moving average has crossed below the 50 exponential moving average. And that does not officially confirm a bear scenario on the daily yet, because as you can see, our daily market liberator indicator is still giving us a bullish scenario. I mean, the stop loss is down here at 39 cents. Now, if you're a day trader and this is something you're involved in with your demo account, fake money trader, you know, that type of stuff, not real money. We're not talking real money here. Then the stop loss would be fantastic down here. That's fine. If you are in a real trade, 5%, 10%, 15%, 30%, even if it's a demo trade and it gets down to that drawdown, that is a scary scenario. So we do not want to see the break below this trend line. Otherwise, we could be returning back to this trend line down here. And again, that is not a good scenario. So we're going to keep an eye on this. The daily chart, we're looking for this move to the upside. Market liberator says it's bullish. Our other indicator says it's bullish. And right now on our magic white line here on the dailies at 51 cents, that says it's bullish. But we'll get into a much deeper dive on that later. Bitcoin, when we take a look here at Bitcoin, same scenario here. We did get the long signal. And by the way, the market liberator indicator is not 100%. So it does not always get it correct. You can see the last time the long call was called down here, it did get it correct. Hit the safe and the long TP. But the very last trade that it was in, it said short right back here, and it did not get to the short take profit. In fact, it hit a stop loss. And then now we are in a long signal from market liberator. On Bitcoin, it says take profits at $31,781. And as you've been following along, we are waiting for a breakout above 32,420, 32,420, breaking out above there could then send us to the next level, which is up here at 38,000. So that's very bullish outlook for Bitcoin on that scenario. Also, like I said, on the market liberator scenario, it's saying it's going to go to 31,780. It hasn't even hit the safe take profit of 30,615. And then jumping over to Ethereum, also same scenario. A long signal happened, massive crazy crash pullback here, come back, tapped off the 50 exponential moving average, did not break below there. So there is potential of this to fulfill itself also? Does it make that second run up like it did back here over and hitting this level on April 16th and getting us back to this 2153? How exciting would that be for Ethereum to hit that level? Now, as you can see right here, recently there was a long call from Market Liberator. It did not reach its take profit level. The short signal then hit. It did hit a safe short, and then it flipped back and forth. So we are in this crazy scenario where it's just back and forth on the daily. It did have this nice moon for traders, right? From 18.5 to 21.5, which is a really, really good move. That's a $300 move. And if you're leveraged out, that is a really fantastic move. But it has not hit that breakout level of 2167. And then we could see a run potentially up to 2769. And let's take a look at the weekly here for Ethereum. Ethereum weekly also has a signal from way back here on July 18th. It also hit its safe take profit like XRP did at 2106. And it does have another level that is right there about to potentially be hit next on the next surge to the upside, 2,534. Now, what's interesting here on the weekly charts, you can see Ethereum just had a bullish cross, the 14 exponential cross the 50. That's a very bullish scenario. Let's look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's also same scenario. Bitcoin had the bullish cross, 14 crossing above the 50. And then XRP is not there yet. So that has not happened for XRP. So those are the high level Market Liberator indicator scenarios. Let's look and see if we have any harmonic patterns that could play out. So as we take a look here on the weekly chart for XRP, there is no current large scale harmonic pattern. You can see we have this A, B, C. There's a potential D move here. And this one says that it could get back to $1.60 fulfilled. That's a massively long time frame, though. And let's take a look at the dates here. So right now, we stretch. It has been running this potential move to here, and we are at 756 days. So that's a long time for this pattern to play out. So the weekly harmonics take forever. All right, but let's take a look at the daily harmonic here, see if there's anything going on for us. Let's remove that. You can see that there's been tons and tons of different harmonics playing out on the daily. And what do we have right now? We have a scenario of a potential A, B, C, D move. And the D pattern says that we're going to get back to 55 cents. Now, the only bad scenario is when this pattern plays out to the D side. That is a bearish cipher. So that means that the bearish move plays out from there, and we could see then a real severe drop to the downside. So that's XRP's daily and weekly. Let's look at Ethereum's daily now. Does daily have a harmonic here for Ethereum? Right now, it doesn't. The last harmonic that played out on the daily scenario was here and also here, and it was bearish, and they both hit. It hit both take profits. So this one was called out, and it had an entry of 1646 and a target of 1488 and 1182. And it did end up hitting both of those targets before making a rebound. So no daily harmonic playing out here for Ethereum. Let's take a look here on the weekly chart. Now, here's something that's really interesting. So we have this really large harmonic playing out for Ethereum right now. You can see right here that this one did play out. This pattern said it was going to enter a long at 23.91, and its first target was 33.31, and its second target is 48.72. That was all the way back here on January 2022. It did run up and hit profit in its first little level here, this check mark, and it was officially on this candle right here. As you can see, this little check mark pop up. Then it had this pullback. And then this indicator here said it was going to have another one that was going to shoot up there. And unfortunately, that one hit its stop loss down here. You can see this little red line. That would be the stop loss for that. So right now, no indicator for Ethereum on the weekly or daily for harmonics. Let's go look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin also same scenario. It had a harmonic play out, set a target of 46,000, which was here. It did hit that, take profit after that. Boom. And usually on these harmonics, the level one, target one, as you can see here, is the one that gets hit. The level target two is like the extreme one. And for those of you guys that are wondering, if you're out there and you're traders and you want to find out what's going on, here is the harmonic settings that I am using. I am using cipher only. You can do the cipher harmonic pattern at a 0.382, and target 2 is C. As we go through this, you can take screenshots. Let me go ahead and pause this here for you. For those of you guys that use TradingView and you would like to use this harmonics pattern, you can enter after point C and then enter at the nearest confluent PRZ level is what we have selected there. If the score is above 50, and then enter after D, enter at the limit percentage away from D is 1. And if the score is above 50 on that one as well, an entry window is 0.5. And then the stop is at 0.1. And that is beyond X or D. Pattern validation, 1. Allowed fib ratio, 30 to 1. Allowed length asymmetry, 250. Pattern time limit, 5. Weight of PRZ, 2. Weight of point D, PRZ level 3, confluence 3. All right, so that is the settings for that. Now, these do work on all different time frames. Let's see if there's one on the Bitcoin daily here. Nothing on Bitcoin daily, but as you can see, this harmonic played out. So there's 2 patterns in here. It's kind of hard to see. So you have this smaller pattern, which was here, 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 and then it played out. And then we have this massive one here that has not played out. In fact, it says no entry happened. It gave the signal of no entry, which is interesting because it did end up playing out pretty massive to the upside. These do play out on all time frames. You can even find harmonics on the 1 minute patterns. So let's take a look and see if one pops up for us here on the 1 minutes. And it also tells you here patterns, how many have played out? 214. How many trades from those patterns have actually developed? 210. Target 1 success, 83%. Target 2 success, 60%. So you can see that target 1%, or that target 1 has a much significantly higher potential. So here we have a potential one here. So we have A, B, C, and then D right here. And it's a potential bearish cipher on the 1 minute. Price has to get up to 28,592. And then it's saying, oh yeah, that would indicate a short on Bitcoin. So anyway, just wanted to show you some cool stuff like that. Now let's go look at XRP's lower time frames. We really need to get XRP in these lower time frames to start getting its strength back. Because as you can see right here, and we talked about this the other day, when we were having all of this potential hold right here. So it was holding, dip deep, holding all throughout this level, this 45-cent level. As you all know, we've covered this at great length. 45, 55, 65, even to the downside, unfortunately, 35, 25 is extreme levels of support and resistance for XRP. So right now you can see we did have, this is on the 1 hour, multiple ciphers played out. It hit its target here. It hit its target here. And now you can see this one here on the hourly, A, B, C, and then the potential D leg of the cipher here, getting us back up to 46,493, and then that would turn into a short cipher like this big red one over here that happened when this one said entry at 46 cents, a target one of 46.23, and a target 2 of 44,929. So again, these are just indicators. They're never 100% accurate. It's fun to go along with them to see how they're doing. Obviously, if we have something like we said on the weekly time frame, where it's showing us that it's potential massive bullish move to the upside, like we can see here, the move that could be getting us back up to $1.61, and the likelihood of this move, look at potential bearish cipher, 98%. So that is actually a really high score that could potentially be getting us there. Just how long, it does not give us a time and date, of course, because it doesn't predict the future. It just shows you what theoretically could happen. And the same situation is here on the daily scenario as we covered in the beginning. A, B, C. This would be the D leg here, giving us this pattern. This one's only 86% that it's going to actually turn into a bearish cipher. All right, and this has been a long time since I've covered one of these articles, but I used to love covering these articles when I was brand new in crypto. 5 cryptos with the best upside potential in the week ahead. So what was crazy when we were talking about a lot of these back in the day, this was back during the bull run when we were talking about a lot of gaming coins and all of that type of stuff. Well, right now, since there's a lot of bullish momentum in the meme coins and so on and so forth, I figured I would cover this for you guys. So 5 cryptocurrencies with the best upside potential this week. So first and foremost, we have Bitcoin. And Bitcoin volatility has shrunk further this week and is on track to form an inside bar pattern on the weekly chart, which just ended literally right now because the new weekly chart just started. Although the bulls are finding it difficult to clear the overhead hurdle of $30,000 to $31,000 zone, a positive sign is that they have not ceded ground to the bears. It is not only cryptocurrencies, even the S&P 500 index has been oscillating inside of a range the past few days. This indicates that the markets are awaiting a trigger to start the next directional move. So the interesting thing is so this article that he writes every week on Sunday is always bullish bias. He wants to have a bullish, he's always looking out for the fun side of things. But as he says here, we're looking for the next directional move. So there is potential to the downside, but in reality, we all want it to go up, right? What is better than cryptos and stocks going up when you're in cryptos and stocks? Nothing. It's just so much fun and all that. So while the short-term price action is uncertain, analysts are getting bullish for the long term. Trader Titan of crypto highlighted a potential signal on the Bollinger Band's monthly chart, which projects a rally to 63,000 in about a year. And then the other thing is the prices going up is exciting, but the reality is it's going to take a very long time. So that's why I tell you that you have to, like for me personally, you hear me talk about trading a lot when I'm doing charting and so on and so forth, day trading. I love doing that. I don't use a whole lot of money in that. I don't have a huge bag in day trading, under $5,000. And then I have my long-term HODL portfolio, which is you just put it there and let it sit there and you don't do anything with it, right? Well, that is what we do here, in my personal opinion. You have 2 bags. You have your day trading bag. You have your personal holding. And by the way, if you want to start day trading, you could do like $500. You could do like $100, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the reason that I like doing it is because it keeps me in the markets and it keeps me strong and seeing all these patterns happening all the time. So while most major cryptocurrencies give up some ground over the past week, where are still some pockets of strength, let's analyze the charts of the 5 cryptocurrencies that may turn up in the short term. And hey, by the way, speaking of turning up, you may want to turn up. You may want to turn up your bank account by joining us here at the Bull Runners Club. There's a link down in the description. You can click that link if you don't want to watch this full video. At the end of this video, I'm going to go over some information how you could partner with us here at the Bull Runners Club, make money every single week. All you have to do is click the link down in the description. It's free to get started. Very, very simple. So let's talk about Bitcoin's price analysis. So Bitcoin turned down sharply from the resistance line of the symmetrical triangle pattern on May 6th, indicating that the bears are not willing to let the bulls through. A minor positive is that the bulls have been buying the dips to the support line of the triangle as seen from the long tail on the day's candlestick. And we can take a look here. Here's the resistance line of the triangle pattern. Here's the support line. So every time it gets down here, they buy it up. And then the bears kick in and pull it back down. And then the bulls kick in and they buy it back up. And then the bears kick in and they pull it back down. Now we are getting to the decision point. Are we going to break to the upside or downside? That is the triangle is pinching, and this is going to happen very soon. As you can see here, he is using on his charts the EMA of 20, which is the blue line. This is the 20 EMA that he likes to use. And he's using the regular simple moving average of 50, which is the red line, the 50 simple moving average here. With the flattish 20-day exponential moving average, 28,819, and the relative strength index, RSI, near the midpoint right here at 50, these indicate that there is no clear advantage either to the bulls or the bears. So if the price breaks below the triangle, it will suggest that the bears are trying to seize control. The Bitcoin USD pair may fall to the 26,942 line and then even to the 25,250 line, which is crazy. So could we see a 25? Because everyone thinks that the bull market is back, right? Everyone's really excited. The bull's back, baby. We're going up to 65K. Well, the reality is we may even see a dump back to 25K. The bulls cannot keep the strength running right now. On the other hand, a break and close above the triangle will suggest that the bulls have absorbed the supply, and that may start a rally to 32,400, where the bears are again expected to mount a strong defense. And then jumping down here to the 4-hour chart, we're going to get a much more detailed scenario of what's going on. So buyers nudge the price above the triangle, but the long wick on the candlestick shows that the breakout turned out to be a bull trap in the near term. BTC price turned down sharply and plunged to the support line of the triangle. So we can see here, they tried to get it out of this triangle, and then it punched all the way back down to the bottom. The bounce off this level has reached the moving averages, which is a key term level to watch out for. If Bitcoin's price turns down from the current level, it will raise the chance of a break below the support line. Contrary, if buyers kick the price above the moving averages, the pairs may rise to the resistance line. The bulls will have to drive and sustain the price above this level to start an up move. So here we are trapped within the two moving averages. We need to see a rise up here and also on the 4 hour. So we have the daily and the 4-hour RSI trapped right here at the 50. Jumping over to Ethereum now. Ethereum, one of the top 5 with the chance to move to the upside. Ethereum faced a strong rejection above the psychological level resistance of 2,000 on May 7th. And this indicates that the bears have not given up and they continue to protect their overhead resistance. So here we have our overhead resistance line of 2,000. They pushed it out and bears pulled it right back in. And now we also have a symmetrical triangle forming here on the daily for Ethereum. And again, the bulls pushed it out back to that 2,000 level, and the bears dumped it right back down. The 20-day EMA 1903 has flattened out, and the RSI is at near the midpoint here, indicating that the ETH USDT pair may remain range bound in the near term. The boundaries of the range could be between 2,000 and 1,785. A consolidation just below the local high is a positive sign, as it shows that the bulls are in no hurry to book profits, increasing the possibility of a break above the 2,200 level. On the contrary, if the price plunges below the 1,785 level, it will suggest that the bears have seized control, and that could start to fall back to 1,619. Jumping over here to the 4-hour chart. The 4-hour chart shows that the bears could not build upon the break below the 50 simple moving average, and this shows that the selling pressure reduces at lower levels. The bulls are trying to stage a recovery by sustaining the price above the 20 EMA. If they can pull it off, the pair will again try to retest the crucial resistance of 2,000. On the contrary, if ETH price turns down from the current level and breaks below the 50 SMA, it will suggest that the bears are in command that could sink the pair to the support line. Point number 3 to watch this week is Monero. Monero is trying to stay above the moving averages, indicating that the bulls are attempting a comeback. The flattish 20-day EMA of 156 and the RSI just be above the midpoint indicate a balance between supply and demand. If buyers trust XMR price above the neckline of the inverse head and shoulders pattern, the advantage will tilt in their favor. The XMR USDT pair may then start a new move up. There is a minor resistance at $181, but if that is crossed, the pair could run to $187. And here you got shoulder 1, the head pattern, shoulder number 2. We can see if we can get a break above the neckline here. Instead, if the price turns down from the current level or the neckline, it will suggest that the bears remain active at high levels. The sellers will then try to yank the price below $149 support, opening the door for a decline to $130. The 4-hour chart shows the price rebounded off the 50 SMA, but the bulls could not pierce the resistance line. This shows that the bears are selling on rallies, and if the price snaps back from the 20 EMA, it will suggest that the sentiment is turning positive and traders are buying the dips. The bulls will then make another attempt to clear the overhead hurdle. If they manage to do that, the pair could rise to $162 and then $164. Alternatively, if the price turns down and breaks below the 50 SMA, it will suggest that the bears are in control, and that will increase the likelihood of a retest of the support line. Coming in number 4 is OKB, and OKB is trading inside the large symmetrical triangle pattern. Generally, it is a setup. Traders buy near the support line and sell near the resistance line. If the bears are trying to maintain OKB price below the 50-day SMA, of $45.57, while the bulls are attempting to reclaim the level. If the price turns up from the current level or rebounds off the support line, it will suggest that the demand is at the lower levels. If buyers shove the price above the 20-day EMA, the 46.87, it will suggest that the OKB USDT pair may prolong its stay inside the triangle for some more time. Contrary to this assumption, if bears sink the price below the triangle, it will suggest that the setup has behaved as a reversal pattern, and that could start a new downtrend, which will likely push the pair down to $37. Looking here at the 4-hour chart, it shows that the bulls are trying to defend the horizontal support near 44.35, but they have not been able to propel the price above the moving averages. This suggests that every minor relief rally is being sold into, and if the price turns down from the current levels and plummets below 44.35, the pair may slump to 41.70. Conversely, if the price rises above the moving averages, it will signal accumulation at lower levels. The pair could rise to $49.50 and thereafter attempt to rally to $53. And coming in at number 5 coins to watch for upside this week is Rocket Pool, RPL. It's looking strong as it's trading above the moving averages. This shows that the bulls are buying on the dips. The bulls will have to propel the price above the overhead resistance at $53.45 to signal that the corrective phase may be over. The RPL USDT pair may thereafter attempt to rally to $58. Another possibility of RPL price rises from the 20-day EMA 48.36 but turns down at 53.45. That will indicate a possible range-bound action between the 50-day SMA and 53.45 for some time. A break and close below the 50-day SMA will be the first indication that bears are committed, and that will open the doors to potential decline to $37. Jumping over to the 4-hour chart, it shows that the bears are trying to sustain the price above the 20 EMA, while the bulls are trying to push the price above it. If buyers succeed, the pair may rise to the downtrend line. This is a key short-term level to watch for. If this resistance is overcome, the pair may rally to 53.45. Contrarily, if price turns down from the current level and breaks below the 50 SMA, the price risks dropping to the support line. The bulls are likely to defend this level fiercely. So 5 coins to watch this week with some upside potential is Bitcoin, Ethereum, EKB, XMR, and RPL. So check those out and watch them and see how they do. All right, now let's jump over to Crypto Panic and find out what is going on, what is trending right now in the news in the total crypto sphere. So it's trending right now. We have Shibarium, the project set to propel Shiba Inu beyond predictions of 0.001. Is it going to get to 0.001? Is it going to get to 1 cent? We'll do a deeper dive on Shiba Inu in the coming week. Binance closes BTC withdrawals amid congestion on the Bitcoin network. So crazy things going on right now. Bitcoin has really been attacked by usage. There's a bunch of DDoS attacks going on the Bitcoin network, and some of these anti-Bitcoiners are out there talking a bunch of trash about how Bitcoin's network never performs properly, and it's really interesting to see. Also, Binance did close any withdrawals claiming that it was due to congestion, but some other people are worried that it's something else nefarious. Liechtenstein prime minister wants citizens to pay for government services with Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. Pepe Whale takes a $540,000 paper loss in 2 days as the token plunges over 30%. Win for crypto as China's Supreme Court approves its use to settle debts. Top think tank warns insolvent banks lurking in the system as 200 U.S. lenders face risks. So there probably will be more banks failing here in the soonness. U.S. to ban short selling, JP Morgan